Hello and welcome to Promenade Says. This is the place where I am doing some crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. I'm trying to learn French, and yeah, I just want to talk about a little bit about some crazy guy. I was watching this guy's YouTube channel, and he was like, I remember he said the craziest thing. He said, "I could learn French if I wanted to." It's like, what? You could learn French if you wanted to. Uh, Excusez-moi. Did you ever learn a second language? It was so crazy. The second crazy thing was like on the same guy's podcast, there was some lady from the Canadian government, and she was like, well, I think she eventually resigned from the government, but she was like basically saying that she learned French in like 3 months. Like, so the whole podcast was basically her complaining about her experience with Justin Trudeau. And I was like, okay. So the thing is about working for the government is that, especially the highest office of the land, is yeah, like the voters, they're voting on platforms, they're voting on personalities, they're voting on a lot of different issues. And then, but that person has to make decisions about budget, about money, and about lives. So there has to be some level of trust. And yeah, maybe our leader has some personality issues. So, like, I don't necessarily agree with the idea of becoming a whistleblower from the perspective of just like complaining. Like, okay, so this was my experience. It wasn't fun at all. He was rude, he was mean. It wasn't anything like I thought it was going to be. And it's like, okay, yeah, okay. I mean, I understand that working in the highest office of power in a country, one of the best countries in the world to live in, place where lots of people want to be, and they would rather be there than their own countries. I get it that maybe sometimes that leader is going to ask you for your trust. Issue came when she says that she learned French in like 3 months. Because it's like, what do you mean you learned French in 3 months? Like, what do you mean learn? Like, how do you define the word learn when you're saying you're doing it in 3 months? Like, so she must be a super genius. See, like, I even have hard times with this. So I already speak Mandarin Chinese fluently. I speak Russian Chinese at like a B2 level. I study Russian every week. Sometimes I study twice a week. I speak Russian in this little village where I'm living all pretty much every day. Still have problems with it. And now I'm learning this is craziness. Like Allah, 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 Allah is O, Allah is Allah, Ale is O with the X, and L apostrophe. I'm going to Canada. Je vais au Canada. That means I'm going à le Canada. That's so amazing. Il habite aux États-Unis. 他住在美国，我去加拿大. He lives in. So this is aller in the United States. Je vais, I'm going to the Canada. To the Canada. She's going to the library. And travail, he works at the hotel. And then it only gets more difficult from there because now it's like de, okay, cela mato du directeur. 这是经理的大衣. This is the coat. It is the coat of. So du is of. 他从教会办公室来. What is this? Joe. Is it? That's not Joe. What is this? Can't remember the character. Elle vient du bureau des professeurs. 她从教会办公室来. She's coming from. She comes From. So this means from. Bureau des professeurs. Le cinéma se trouve au coin de la rue, in the corner of the road. Ils se rencontrent sur la place, the place, 他们是在歌剧院广场相遇的。Le place, so that means the square of the opera. All right, so this is like of. De means like of the or from the. And then to, a is to or in. The hard part then is, of course, when you see these contractions, because you see the contraction and then you have to figure out like what it means in the sentence. All right. Now, in today's challenge, let's jump into the actual challenge for today. I thought it was a little bit challenging. I think I just like basically hit the edge of where I am right now in French. I'm not, my French is not good enough to answer this question. Like, and it should be a basic question, right? Vous. So it says, vous allez à l'école roller. Vous allez à l'école comment? So how is it? How did you go to the school? J'y vais en roller. And they're saying the E, it replaces the à l'école. Okay, so vous, and then what? Vous, vous passez à la poste. Comment? See, it says right here. Vous passez à la poste. Comment? So we got the subject. Vous passez is the verb, preposition à place, la poste, and comment. I verbe transport matid. Just read English with a French accent. J'y passe en voiture. Tu à la gare, pied. Tu vas à la gare comment? J'y vais à pied. Elle allait Strasbourg bus. Elle va à Strasbourg comment? Elle y... That's wrong. Elle y va en bus. En bus. Ils allaient musée métro. Ils vont au musée. So the O, we got the O means what? So is it a or is it de? So to, it's like, it means a. Ils vont à le musée. À le musée. Comment? Ils y vont en métro. À, good. Sunday. I don't know what day was it in the challenge. Man, it's a Sunday. I'm just exhausted. Long week, man. Yeah, so here it is. So a plus la is o. A plus la is Allah. A plus la is o. So x. De le du. De le de. So it's like it's hard to remember these contractions. Musée. Ils vont au musée du Louvre. All right, so ils vont, they go to the museum. À le musée du Louvre. The museum of Louvre. Du Louvre. Du Louvre. Du is de la. De le. 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 Pom, pom. Il arrive à la poste. À la poste. Il arrive à la poste de la rue de Rennes. À la poste. Okay, so this is showing that in the feminine cases, in both of them, is de la stays as de la, à la stays as à la. Yeah. All right, I'm just falling asleep. I'm just dying here. All right, so that's that question, and then we start to look at this question. Oh, wait, this one was pretty tough, but it's just saying how the E replaces chez leur ami or à la banque. It's like replacing part of the sentence, and then this one you have to connect it. Anyways, I'm gonna fall asleep. Anyway, so I'm doing the best I can with what I got. This day 20 something, day 27th of the challenge. So, anyways, I already did the recording. I already wrote down all the words and sent it to my study buddy. So I'm gonna check out.